You're concerned about the unknown, and you continuously think about what could happen. You may check your phone to try to see if that shipment is coming anytime soon, or whatever the case may be. You do these things in hopes of seeing a different result, but you know deep down, you continuously checking is not going to speed up the process. It's like going up to a refrigerator. You open that fridge up. Alright, finally. Sorry, my PC was bothering me. You open up that fridge and you see no food inside. You close the door, open it back up, there's no food. Food's not just gonna magically appear, you gotta go get food. But some situations are different. Let's say you ordered something and you're excited about it coming in, and you keep checking the shipment. You knowing the status of what's going on is not going to speed up the process. Even if you knew exactly when something was coming, it's still going to come at that time it's supposed to come. You know, if you hit up a person that you're interested in and they haven't replied yet, you constantly checking the same message chat, looking at your own message, is not going to magically make them reply. And you hitting them up is only going to, it's only going to make them want to go further away from you. Because they may not even be ducking you. They could just be busy. But then them seeing that you double or triple texted them, they're going to think that you're crazy and not want to talk to you. Sometimes in life, there are going to be moments where even though you tried your all, there's going to be a waiting period. There's going to be a period of unknown. And you just got to wait it out. You know, everything that is in your control, do your absolute best to keep things moving. But there are things that are not going to be in your control. And when those things happen to you, no matter how much you check the status, it's not going to speed up the process. So it's better for you to accept that the time's going to come eventually, or it may not come. Regardless of the outcome, you got to move on. If you saw somebody cute at work or at the gym and you decided to say something to them, you got their number, and you text them and they don't reply, you just got to keep it pushing. You know, as hard as it is to keep it pushing and not check the messages, being like, are they going to text me back? Maybe they didn't see the first message, let me send another one. Things like that. It's hard to resist, but you got to resist that urge, because it's not going to do anything but slow you down from moving on or just keeping things going. And you know, sometimes when you least expect it, something can happen. And that's what makes moments like those special, is that it happens when you least expect it to happen. But I promise you, ironically, when you expect it to happen the most, that's when it's not going to happen at all. And you know it's the case. You know that once you start expecting these things, that's when things go downhill. You know that if you were to just lock in and forget about everything else, that's when all the things that you were expecting before start coming your way because you're not worried about it. Sometimes it feels like the more you worry about something, the less you're going to get it because you're putting your energy into the what ifs and the unknown when instead you can be putting your energy into things that you can control. So just be patient. Be patient with life. Be patient with yourself. And be patient with others. Be patient with what God has for you and the timing of everything. Just take things one day at a time because that's all you really can do. The more that you stress about something that's not in your control, the more that it's going to ruin the things that are in your control. And that's the last thing you want because then you're really going to start slowing down on your progress. And that's the last thing you want. That is the last thing you want is to slow down on your progress. So just take things one day at a time and do your best not to expect anything. Everything that is even the slightest bit out of your control, it may not be the healthiest way of thinking, but just expect the worst. Expect the worst. If you have a friend that said they're going to come at 6 o'clock, expect them to be late. Expect them to come at 7 or 8. Expect them to not come at all. You know? And if they don't come at all, you already expected it, so you're like, whatever. However, if they do come and they come on time, you're like, oh shoot, you came and you came on time. That's awesome. And it feels like a little win in your book. When you order something exciting, expect it to get delayed. Expect the shipping date to be 5 days later than what it says it is. If it comes in early, awesome. That's a bet. You know, super happy, comes in on time. That's also a bet. Super happy because you expected it to be late. So just lower your expectations when it comes to things that are in the unknown or things that are not in your control. Because in the long run, it'll help you out. There's too many times where you got hurt because you expected something more from a person and that person didn't deliver. So now you're over here hurt when the person is not really affected. And no matter how much you try to explain how this thing affected you, it's not going to change how they think at the end of the day. And, you know, there's not much you can do about that. Because even if you cut them off from your life, you still have that frustration of not being understood. And I just find that very interesting how it's not even a matter of having good or bad people in your life. It's really just a matter of being understood. You know, if you have somebody that's treating you bad and you finally cut them off, we still have lingering feelings because you were never understood. And so even though you cut them off for the better of your life because this person was toxic to you and didn't treat you well, it still affects you because even though they're gone, you're still thinking about how they just couldn't understand your feelings. And it just sticks with you. And I don't even know why that happens. Why does that happen? Why does something stick with you when you cut somebody off? And the friendship or relationship was more bad than good. Why does it stick with you? Is it because you missed them? Is it because it was a level of comfort? Is it because of a discomfort on how they can't process the feelings that you're feeling? Is it you wishing that things could have been different? What what is it? You know? I don't know. I don't know what it is. And that's why I'm here talking to you. Because I'm trying to figure it out myself. And I know you are too. So, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be alright. Things may suck right now, but they're gonna get better. And instead of you constantly checking your phone and checking the status of the things that are going on, just take a break. You know, you got everything you need right now. Just let things situate themselves, and eventually everything's gonna line up for you. And you'll be okay. So, it's currently day 43 out of 365. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I hope you have a partner to spend that day with. If not, then go do something that you enjoy or go make some money. Either or, you won't regret it. Maybe hang out with some friends if you got some. Do something fun. But that's it for this video, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night and sleep well. I appreciate you for watching. Peace.